Hello everyone. The concept that we will look at today is about oneness. Oneness means there could be any difference in any material, but it is all related to one specific thing. For example, sweetness and bitterness. So, sweetness is the opposite of bitterness, but what we need to understand is that it's a continuum. So, one end is sweetness, and as we keep adding bitterness, it becomes bitter at the other end. So, both are part of the same continuum. Similarly, darkness and light. As we keep adding light intensity, automatically it becomes a bright light from the complete darkness. So the same concept applies for anything and everything that is around us. Evilness and goodness or godliness, everything is part of the same continuum. Similarly, when certain people say something or share certain information, either we don't care or we care too much to the extent that we agree to anything of whatever they say. So again, these both are part of the same continuum. Now what we need to understand is where we need to be in this continuum is very, very important. In predominant of the conditions, it is important that you stay in the middle point or the neutral state in between the continuum. Why is it very important is supposing a person shares any information with us. We don't know whether they are sharing the truth or whether they are sharing the false information. It is based on their own experience that they are sharing. Maybe they are too emotional already and they could have misperceived the information. So if you want to perceive it right, then you need to be in the neutral state. So the receiver being in the neutral state while receiving an information is the baseline for understanding the scenario in the right sense. So being in the neutral state helps us to analyze whatever information is presented to us. Apart from that, based on that, we can make decisions in the right angle, and this state helps us to deal with our fear. At the same time, have no jerk hearing the information. At this stage, we will be able to have a meta perception, which means we will be able to expect outcomes from whatever we have done. Supposing we plan a set of action and we plan to implement. So when we implement, we also know what are the likely consequences that are to happen. So once we know the consequences, or once we have a variety of consequences in our mind, we also automatically get prepared to handle it. So when we are prepared to handle it, anything and everything becomes easy and comfortable for us to deal with. If not, we get shaken and we find it really hard to handle, and we also get emotional and disturbed by what is happening around. So being neutral in every scenario is not possible, but at least in the majority of scenarios is very, very important, so that you play an active role as well, a clever role in whatever scenarios you are present at. Our first brain is responsible for the equilibrium state that we are in, both physically and mentally. Usually the left brain gives the command and right brain plans the action. So when the left brain gives a command, for example, if the left brain says we need to get some money, the right brain will plan the set of action that needs to be implemented to get the money. So the right brain will plan it in a creative manner or in a criminal manner. So if it's a creative manner, the right brain will say how or what are the strategies to get the money that we require. If it's in a criminal sense, it will say something like cheating others. For example, ask money when the other person is busy so that they don't think much and give off the money that you want. So right brain plans the set of actions. For both of these to work in a comfortable or in an efficient manner, it is very important that our emotions are at a comfortable state, which means you are prepared for the scenario such that you can handle, so that you feel safe to develop more options and to brainstorm in the same angle. So there are positives and negatives in being neutral. So the positive is you can plan well ahead of time and be prepared. Whereas the negative is sometimes we don't vent and we become very rigid, or we look very rigid on the outset. So we need to balance it, and that's very, very important. I will give you a real life example where you can implement it. The term luxury. Luxury is very attractive, and people create their own luxury lifestyle, luxury. So people who are already leading a proper lifestyle, they know what luxury is. So luxurious lifestyle helps in creating a brand for ourselves. Like if we want to sell a product, or if we want to sell ourselves in a training program, whatever, in all those things, luxury plays an active role. Whereas the same luxury does not play an active role in our personal life. But what we mistake is we apply it in our personal life. We just can't be without, or we just can't survive without a luxurious lifestyle. If you're buying a car, are you going to buy it for an investment, or is it out of loan? So what is the purpose of buying the car? What is the purpose of you being luxurious? So if you are able to buy from profit, that will make sense. So in anything, in any part of your life, it is very, very important to be in the neutral state, to lead an active lifestyle, and also in an efficient manner. Thank you.